Next segment, I can talk about some of those names, but I definitely want to see more and see what Ensign Vitality, two of the bigger names, bring back after a few weeks off and a few weeks of practice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, ESL Pro League Season 18, Group D. After 4 weeks of play, there's only one slot remaining. Is it going to be Eternal Fire or Team Liquid? We're about to find out. We're kicking things off. Up high in the sky, it's Vertigo, the pick of Eternal Fire. They'll be starting on the CT side here. Team Liquid opting for the T-side start.
Yeah, and this is quite interesting. Now, with the utility they have, very telling that it'd probably just be a standard A play. Left-right smokes, one Molotov most likely over towards Sandbag. You could get one towards short or headshot, so a few options for these bottles of flame. As fast up ramp, very noisy about this, hoping tempo is their friend.
XANTARES has got those dual Berettas. And he's been spotted out on short side. He's happy to fight, puffs up his chest. It's Wicadia that will find his head. Good start for Liquid's campaign into the A site.
Well, here we go then. Can they get the bomb planted?
Opening
frag, but here comes the rotation. The flanks, it's a little bit messy from OC. Calyx will pull a frag back here, and the bomb goes down. Wicadia to patrol towards shore. CT's encroaching on that position, but Patsy making light work of them. A couple of kills available for him. He'll convert, and surely that's a pistol in the bag. 4 versus 2, Major and Woxic with nothing left to do.
Nothing really. Major's going to have a look. He walks around into the site.
You got no kits, you got no head, and now you got no Major. He's been taken out of the equation. It's just Woxic, and we will see a pretty convincing start for Team Liquid there. Very fast and towards the A bomb site. Wicadia and Patsy picking up a couple of frags apiece, a basic execution, the bottle of flames, and we will see rifles being brought out for Team Liquid in full force here. Eternal Fire with the big decision up against them now. Do they want to go for the force fight? And Alex, I think they're going for our strategy. The MP9's middle potentially on the second round force fight. Could go for something a little bit more chaotic as we get ready for the second round force fight here. So XANTARES will have to step up. He's got himself a lovely SMG. Speaking of which, we've got to push towards the ramp here. OC ready to patrol.
Yeah, he was giving it a good look, and it's Wicadia that, well, he's well aware of the MP9 buy. They've peppered through the smoke. This is a brave fight from Wicadia. Got to be cool about it.
Classic Nafany coming into play. Definitely not in vogue with the smoke exchanges these days, but good to see it still rearing its ugly head. These bloody one-ways.
Yeah, no smoke's called electronic, is there?
Yeah, hey, not yet.
Good point.
Wait till CS2. Maybe he gets a chance to make his name.
Right then.
This should be pretty standard here. If you get the smokes in, they use their utility. They shouldn't have any issues getting past the scout, the MP9s. There's only flashes to make this a bit funky. So where is Major in all the mix? He's still floating between the sites. If he can get over towards A in time, he might be able to initiate a duel, or at least an explosion through the smokes.
Well, here's Woxic up high, looking for those tags. Seeing set up his teammates. There's the first, connecting towards Patsy. We need those deagles now to land a few shots. Team Liquid, though, pulling back as they do manage to land the first headshot, and the bomb is going down.
Yeah, but pushing in. Didn't get anything from that 5-7. Some damage inflicted. Patsy and Rainwaker low, but I think it's all for naught now. You'd rather save the Deeg. The MP9 recovers the scout. Calyx will get that back into the hands of Woxic into the next. But Team Liquid, so far, pretty much an unblemished sheet. What is it? What, 1 casualty in the pistol round, now coming in with 5 alive.
It's not bad.
Dreamy.
It's the idyllic start. Not looking too fatigued as of yet. Bear in mind, it's their second series of the day. Didn't make quite light work of Linvision. It was a very good series.
Yeah,
it was 2-0.
Tested for sure. But this is why I like the T-side start here, because they get to play the tempo. So if Eternal Fire came out on the T-side playing very slow and you're already lethargic and they're just playing slow Counter-Strike.
Falling asleep in your PC.
Precisely. This is like, hey, let's get in their face, because look at the first 2 rounds. The pistol round was with Pep in the step. It was as a unit as well. It was very like trade heavy of how they were going to take the space. Very simple. They used the utility as we prophesized. And here another one, quite easy, over towards A, and that flash. What you're hoping for if you're Major is that there's chaos, that they can come through, that multiple players are blind, but well handled from Liquid, and it will just be the retained scout and MP9. Well, there's a deagle in the mix. So
yeah, well, the scout is definitely
I don't think it's as good on this map as a lot of other maps. I think it's quite weak on a Vertigo, unless you can get away with cheeky tags if the team is being lazy with their util. I think on other maps, like Overpass, even a Mirage, an Inferno, you can find a lot more early tags, early types of picks, because look at this. The one-ways, the type of smokes, Wicadia's even more close wall. Look, Woxic's not ready for this. All the space has been taken. The scout's been able to do nothing. He's already had to drop back by 2 or 3 different lines, and the pressure keeps coming. So, look, I understand the investment. He is the AWPer, but just harder for him to be able to find a lot of damage.
Well, let's see what can be done. Team Liquid going for a more methodical approach here. Using the rifles, scaling the ramp. Wicadia leading the charge here, and you can see Woxic has been boosted up on those back boxes here.
but they can just execute again. Look at all of the nades. There's no dramas for Liquid. Smokes, mollies, HEs, take your time. This is the type of round that you definitely don't want to trip over your own shoelaces. So, oh, they've even spotted out the boost here. XANTARES got away with a jumping MP9?
Yeah, I think he did. And now they can swing towards short. It's all starting to collapse. Team Liquid didn't see it coming. Yakindar's got to fight for his life, but he's being pounced upon. Down to a 2 versus 2. Bear in mind, Major with no Kevlar. Calyx will have to do the heavy lifting here with the Desert Eagle. 45 seconds remaining. They can slow it down. It was chaotic, but they have got control.
Now, the interesting concept with these two, both slower, more anchory players. So which one's going to take the initiative? Which one's going to make the play? And which one's going to be supportive? It looks like Rainwaker wants to set himself up for the fight. The molly, the flash, and now the go.
Going to get towards that default box, getting the bomb down. Rainwaker takes contact towards the elevators. Not comfortable for Madja. Highly uncomfortable, but on the clear, covered by Naf. Not shying away from the engagement, and it's a 3-0.
Not the worst round, though, for Eternal Fire. They made it uncomfortable. They kept Team Liquid modest. They're going to be bringing out the AWPs, the M4s into the next round, and I've got to see that jumping shot.
He would have been on the jump trying to get away, but a chance to actually take the duel. So catching them off guard while they were in the staging area to start executing into the site, so they did find a very good timing, but now we get into the guns. AWP in Woxic's hands.
Yes, indeed. What kind of Woxic are we to see today? There's a couple of different versions, to be honest with you. And we'll see whether he's actually going to be part of this A-Ram take.
He's playing quite standard, as you'd expect in the meta, right? Being the more supportive linchpin, so flashing to help set up these riflers, and now he's actually bringing the AWP over. So Scope from a range, and Yakinda continuing this pace, wants to take a fight, spots ahead, takes a duel, and, well, backs off. Thinks better of that.
Yeah, there's more to be had for Yakinda.
This is a mid take.
Start to walk out mid. At the same time, there's 3A. Are they going to re-advance? Is there a flash involved in this? As they walk contact through middle, it's only Calyx on B right now. Is this really all just a bit of a fake? 4 baited in, and from behind, Rainwaker strikes. Madja full blind, and now they push into the rest. Solid from XANTARES. Multi-kill, 3 down. Round 1, Patsy the last to fall.
And even with all that space, that positional control towards middle, the opening frag, you can't shut down the Turkish Terminator. His aim's too crisp, his peaks are too fast. It's XANTARES with the 3-man spray down there. Just what the doctor ordered. It's Eternal Fire's first round there, and what a stunning sequence that was. 2
bailout rounds back-to-back by either team. So to bail them out of that, like, force little residue in the previous, we had Naf and Rainwaker in combination. This is all XANTARES, because here, the first 3 rounds feel like they've conditioned conditioned Eternal Fire just to think it was the A plays. They left a massive gap. They were almost exploited, but XANTARES bails them out, and we still have rifles for both teams. It's OC with the biggest emission of just a deagle, but the util sitting pretty as Wicadia able to get himself out aggressive, has multiple members of support available. And they're coming A again.
Those CTAKs going to be problematic, especially in the hands of XANTARES. Woxic patrolling the ramp, Wicadia to reinforce short, and Patsy now to try and he'll have to swing off this, presumably. Yeah, has to go for the fight. Patsy will get the better of him. Looking for the double kill as well. He's got Woxic pinned.
They should
find
the
sandbag here. Molotov's out, and the smoke will be deployed. CT scrambling, trying to rescue Woxic if possible. Taking so much damage en route. The grenades will land, and so will the bullets. Yakindar removes him from sandbags. Now they can slow it right down at this point. It's a 5-on-3. A minute left on the clock, still with the majority of the utility. And we'll see if XANTARES can save the day once again.
But only 1 smoke available. So for the finish, what do they want to isolate? Where do they want to fight? And you're hoping that more pushes come their way. So far, that's not the case. Information plays for Eternal Fire at the limit.
The double nade setup.
Yeah.
Well, the bomb is currently on the back of Rainwaker, so he's going to have to land 2 very tidy ones to disrupt this this plant.
Yeah, you can bounce them off that left wall. It lands perfectly on the bomb side, so he's ready for it.
Good flashes. Oh, but there's the XANTARES airstrike. Look at their health. Patsy and OC left. Just shadows of their former selves. Big kill from Yakinda. That's opened up the playbook once again. Bombs going down. XANTARES knows the short's occupied. Yakinda is a threat, and he continues to hit the heads. 7 for Yakinda. And a 4 for Team Liquid. 4K out of the leader.
Yeah, he's looking way too crisp today. Yakindar answers back after giving a single round away. They take care of the A-ramp, no problem whatsoever. A 5-on-3, bear in mind when they execute onto the bomb side. Woxic could do nothing. Completely isolated in the sandbags. What's he supposed to do? His teammates are flashed off. They're dropping like flies. As soon as that bomb was planted, Yakindar licking his lip to the prospect of a 4th kill. Takes down Calyx and posts 4 on the board as well.
Yeah, and comfy in these first 5 rounds of Liquid in their opening duels. They've won 4 out of the 5 available so far, and those have been spread over 4 different players. So showing when the duels are coming, the fights are there, and the full investment from Eternal Fire. They've got what they can. This is going to leave them with 2 MP9s, 2 M4s, and that AWP to play with. So they aren't even buddied up early to look for a fight. They're just hoping that they can win their duels, as mid this time is the point of affection for Liquid.
Like this boost allows you to check towards the construction area.
This is a hard fight for Woxic, Henry.
He is the fastest flicks in the West.
Yeah, but Yakinda so close to the monitor, he's already spotted him. Woxic can't re-peek this.
Yeah, fair enough. I thought there'd be something more, but he has been dissuaded from the angle. It is going to be a bit of a reset for Team Liquid as well, just removing vision towards middle, causing the reaction, and looks to be back towards B.
I imagine this has been quite difficult for Woxic as well, but to tame him and to use him more of like a current meta AWPer, you can't just be going for those fights. You are just patrolling territory on Vertigo. You're helping set them up. Unless you have a good spawn to pick B, or maybe you want to go and pick over towards a crane fight or a short fight, but we know that there's the gap smoke, so many good flashes. It is difficult for AWPers to get away with it.
The most exciting pick is that you can go middle by yourself and hold for
the line, yeah. Or if you have the boost on this tall box and you look through towards middle, it's something cheeky, but otherwise you're just setting your teammates up and getting ready to rotate, put the big green in the right place.
Oh, look at this smoke spam combo. Calyx, he does connect onto Rainwaker. 5 alive though as they swing through to the site. There is a defense here. It's Eternal Fire trying as they might, but caught in the spam. Rainwaker does deliver.
Here we go.
Nice angle. Look at that from Woxic. His first frag, and it's a big one. A heavy contribution. If Nav is a bit flustered by this MP9, Wicadia, does win the duel. No helmet as well. That Galil would have been lethal. Nope. There, no kit. Good point. Running out of bullets either. No,
that's a big fight to lose.
And now OC has to come up clutch. He's already got 2 off the floor. And now OC puts another on the floor. A one-on-one. Wicadia doesn't have the kit, doesn't really have the time. And OC extends the lead for Liquid. A necessary clutch from their superstar AWPer.
Yeah, he's had such a great tournament, showing so much confidence and poise in these high-pressure environments, and once again delivering the goods when they need it most. Continues to streak. They go 5-1, and this was the rifle chat as well. He's known for his AWPing prowess, but this was just a beautiful play.
A couple of flubbed fights coming out from Liquid there that allowed Eternal Fire back into it, so OC stepping up when others couldn't, and that round right there will force Eternal Fire down to what should be a partial, as well as, and we all know what that music means, a tactical timeout. The first called so far in this series, and this is great. Liquid are setting the pace, they're setting the tempo, the tone for the entire game, and that's going to continue. We can tell by Patsy's purchase of a MAC-10, he's looking to get frisky.
Yeah, the perfect round to do so as well. So in terms of the loss bonus, the fourth stage, $2,900, they'll get max into the next round. So they can invest down to what, maybe $2,000 from a few Deagles here, a couple of MP9s apparently, as Wicadia managed to get that great kill towards the B steps before. XANTARES will join him, spending quite a lot of the cash, but bear in mind the silenced M4 and Kevlar, it's not a big deal. Go down to 1,400 here, so pistols otherwise, and we'll see if Eternal Fire can bounce back.
So a couple of keys here, and it's the fragging department. The only round that Eternal Fire won was when XANTARES had that massive 3K. Wicadia...
And they were caught with their pants down there as well,
exactly.
Right?
So you need a little bit more from your Madges, your Calyxes, and your Woxics of this world, or it is going to be a very long half if you're an Eternal Fire fan.
Oh, just like that. One of those MP9s, your biggest investment.
Wait, Patsy got shot as well.
Yep.
Just alive. 2 HP to his name.
Yeah, by the skin of his teeth, he does get out of there. It's somehow a 5-on-2. How no one has gone down on Team Liquid, I will never know. But they're making sure they go through this effectively. Beautiful utility here to close out the round. It will be a nice shot from Calyx, though. Brings it down to a 4-on-1, but nothing he can do. Look to save an SMG or maybe just a Deagle here. Might be quite far removed.
Just shows the high-level understanding, though, of what's happening in that moment. Your teammate's covering you. He doesn't have a nade cord in his hand. He's not watching something else having to flick over. Actually supporting each other. So communication looking like it is flowing quite nicely for Liquid here in the early stages. Oh, are we still here?
Yes.
Was that just me?
Indeed.
I'm still good. Are you good?
Okay. It could have just been me.
It might just be a
cable's on
dodgy
the floor,
cable.
So yeah, it could have just been me. But I'm still here. We're still in the room.
It's all part of live TV, Chad. It can't happen.
Yeah, these things and will happen.
So, but
just like Jason messing with my bloody board.
I saw that.
You weren't happy about it.
No, I was actually...
We had a
You see them.
We had a board.
Pissed off.
I was pissed off. Like, he's just looked at it and gone, I wonder what this could be for. I mean, let me just take it apart.
Disassemble someone else's hard work.
Set up nicely in the mix zone, ready to explain to the lovely viewers in between maps of how the bracket draw is going to go down. But Jason has disassembled my lovely magnet.
What you also said was going to go down in terms of when you saw Liquid's T-side start choice, you know, on Eternal Fire's map pick, it does feel like we're getting a lot of that. We are seeing Liquid kind of bringing the fight to Eternal Fire, and it's probably quite discombobulating. Just suddenly, like, what? We've played 7 rounds?
And they've been watching all day. They've been prepping for this match. They've been looking at Liquid's come in, said, we're picking T-side, we're setting the tempo, we're playing our Counter-Strike, which I know is extremely cliche, but they're the ones deciding what fights they're taking. Right? They're not being dictated to by Eternal Fire.
All right, XANTARES, pressure applied once again. There's that mid-angle, Chad. It actually is very effective.
Almost
Takes
a
down
double?
Rainwaker.
What happened to OC?
He must have got tagged in the process as well, but Patsy pulls one back, left and right. The frags come through. It's Naf with the HE grenade to take down the Turkish sniper. We've got a 3 versus 3, though, but XANTARES and OC are incredibly low.
There's some replays that I want to see, like Naf's nade onto Woxic. Was that through the windows?
I think
like
he bounced off the girder into the corner.
Must have been a bloody great throw. So playing a bit of baseball out there is Naf.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
So that could have been, it could have been the one, you know, where you throw the molly towards construction, could have just done that as a HE, so well placed.
This is very popular as a B-anchor to be holding this position, Chad. They think in a 3v3 it still has merit. It's not. It's going to be a common pre-aim.
Well, he's going to get the advantage of that initial fight.
Yeah.
He should definitely. The biggest thing is if they just come out with a swing and he's he's not as focused as he needs to be. But here he should either be able to do damage and fall, get a kill and fall, or just fall. Yeah,
you can see OC and Naf. They're like waiting for Yakinda to do something. Clearly he's asked them to pause.
But this is one of the maps where we're talking about CT reaggressors being somewhat difficult, right? If you're going to push mid in towards ladder room, well, do you want a Brave going down the ladder? If you're going to push A, you have to clear it out. And do you go further than forklift room? Well, Yakinda, he knows that nobody's pushed A, but all the time.
He saw him. Did he see him?
No, I don't think he did.
Oh, now?
Maybe he did. Maybe one of his teammates.
So
the head's been spotted. This is the kill. Can Yakinda find a time? It's of the essence.
Go.
The frag's found the sights open, but the bomb has to rotate the whole way back.
No time. No time.
There's no way.
Whoa, it's so close.
Nah. No way.
It's going to be...
especially when you bump into the corner. Maybe there was a slight chance, a sliver of hope, but he did bump into the corner of the crane. It will happen sometimes. And to be fair, it was a 3-on-3. They had no HP. They went back to T-spawn to juggle some utility, trying to sell a fake, trying to get the bomb down. But there was a lot going on there, a lot of moving parts, and ran out of time. It is going to be the second round for Eternal Fire.
It is good, though, Henry, that Woxic's kill/damage wasn't in vain, right? The fact that it was converted upon, because the low HP made things a whole lot easier, and it made it harder for Liquid to operate.
They didn't recover the orb, though, Chad. That's
here it is with the HE, so... Oh, it was, and he ran into it, so he may have been safe if he just kept his feet planted.
Well, he'll have to operate with a FAMAS now. They couldn't find the sniper rifle towards the end of the round. That's a huge deal. OC will have a bit of open runway here to find those opening picks, and I would say they need to choose an area to try and dominate. It's going to be that A round. They have to challenge. They need some control of the situation for once. It's going to be Wicadia working with XANTARES. A deadly duo, but Yakinda tucking himself into the smoke. They're losing kills, though.
Oh, he's going to overlook it. Woxic wasn't expecting another within the smoke upon the fade. It's Yakinda comes out wide. XANTARES holds short. And now an advantage for the defense. This is a must-win now. You must convert. You've got yourself that man advantage. You don't necessarily have to stick around, but with the smoke up, it gives a lot of confidence to Wicadia backing away before it fades.
No snap reaction from Liquid, so they're happy to slow this down. So after what was quite a tempo-filled first few, has now started to trickle into a standard game of Counter-Strike. And with the util available, couple of mollies, couple of smokes, they could make this A execute work. Now, where do they want to apply these? Naf is going to take this dry, which is quite risky. Wicadia will take the info, will block, and, well, with 40 seconds left, a rotation available.
A choice to be made.
With 35 seconds, you're going to have to get their skates on here. It's OC with that opening pick. If he can find it, if there's an offering, he'll certainly convert it. Major yet the frag, waiting towards heaven. CT rotation comes through, and it's a great flashbang. Self-flash from XANTARES as well. Hooks himself up for that third kill. It looks like they've done enough here. That should do it. Beautiful stuff. XANTARES firing on all cylinders here. It's what you love to see as he posts his hat-trick here in round number 9. It's just Naf. Nothing he can do. Cowering in the corner, hoping they don't check the sandbags. He's going to go down, kicking and screaming, take as many players from Eternal Fire as he possibly can. 3 seconds remaining, trying to take him after time. Thankfully, he will survive the clock at least, and Major will find his first frag.
Okay, and just as far as the opening kills are going, keeping track of that, there's now 3 for Eternal Fire, and that means the rest of them have gone for Liquid. So
correlation?
And it's been 2 of them back-to-back that have resulted in rounds. Wicadia onto Patsy in this one, and in the previous, Woxic with the AWP onto Rainwaker in middle. So being able to find these opening incisions quite key for Eternal Fire with these rifle rounds. And I think the question when you hear this timeout music is, have Eternal Fire done enough to break Liquid and stop the purchases coming through? Well, we can see the finances. There is enough for Liquid to justify a buy here, Henry.
There certainly is. You got 6,400 for NAF, XANTARES just shy of 5k, and Rainwaker can actually purchase for himself. So somewhat of a purchase here. We know XANTARES loves a hero AK. He's purchased one for himself right now. They might not have to invest much more, but looks like they'll be getting a couple of them. So
2,400 loss bonus into the next. They can make this. Well, okay, I was going to say they could hedge and, spend about half.
I thought they wouldn't go all in, to be honest with you, but they are. It's actually a pretty compelling buy.
I respect it, because if they win this round and obliterate Eternal Fire, they have no money, right?
Sure.
So this is a great decision considering how much damage they can do to their opponent's finances. And XANTARES, whoa, just slinking into it. Little crouch dribble into the fight.
Wow, it's normally the AWP moving around, but XANTARES seems to be everywhere right now, haunting XANTARES as they find the opening kill once again. It's Patsy making his way up towards the ramp, knows he has to try and take on the potential A anchor. That's going to be walked in with his AWP, a very passive position towards the elevators. Well, meanwhile, Major just investigating middle. He could get a lot more than he bargained for. Offers himself up. NAF, happy to oblige.
I'm curious about that. You have the number advantage.
Exactly. That was.
What are you getting up to?
Wasn't good from Major, I'm afraid.
If he was looking for information, he got it, and now it's going to be work
one middle.
him.
Cheers. Like, he could go anywhere, I suppose.
Well, he is having a rough game so far. 1-8. At least he's on the scoreboard. This from XANTARES, quite cheeky in terms of how he's been able to acquire this crane scale information. All four for Liquid now perched and ready and raring with this A assault and hoping for a reaggress of some kind. But these are two of the heaviest hitters they have to get past. Wicadia and XANTARES, both so far showing that they have the proficiency in this match to take it to Liquid.
Interesting. I mean, with XANTARES low, you look at Wicadia.
Oh, the nade again.
He's got everything, hasn't he? That looks like a good lineup. The double nade! Oh, it's so good! Now there is a ring-in as Eternal Fire look to take another step back into Vertigo.
My God, that is beautiful. XANTARES, the double nade airstrike once again. It looks like it's done enough as well as the frags come through. This is more like it from Eternal Fire. These are the convincing rounds. They've got a good understanding of the situation and what they need to do.
Bloody hell.
XANTARES has got up to 500 utility damage after 10 rounds of play. He is absolutely bombarding them with the grenades each and every time, and they're so weak, Chad. By the time they get up, they can't even really take the fights.
Yeah, and look, if people at home are struggling to understand what that means exactly, he's essentially done 5 kills worth of damage with HEs and Molotovs.
In 10 rounds.
That's impressive. So he needs to be fed these nades, but you still have to land them on the perfect timing and the perfect placement.
This year, like Eternal Fire, the Turkish squads, Space Soldiers, etc., they're always known for just having firepower, not much strategy. But in the last year, Major has been really working hard.
I think if Major's at the helm, they'll have some strategy. I think if he's not at the helm, the scene is doomed in a way, because unless there's another in-game leader that has all the experience for, what, over a decade worth of Counter-Strike and is still clawing away and trying to play top-tier current meta CS, you probably don't have anybody to replace him with. So he is the man to look to bring Turkish Counter-Strike to the tip of the map.
And on his day, he can frag.
Oh,
he can keep up. Like, this isn't a great example. Still early on the series, and walks it with the opening frag. Just to know, Team Liquid are on an eco here. That's why we can talk over this round a little bit more. But, yeah, like Major, he can actually keep up. Like, this is not a sign of things to come. But he will get into this series, let me tell you.
And almost leveled things out with the opening kills now after another one from Woxic there. So that will no longer be like a clear indicator of, well, maybe it will be, right? We'll see how the half continues, because if Eternal Fire continue to win rounds and continue to find opening picks, this is going to be a win factor identified.
I've got to watch me some more XANTARES demos. This man's got so much purpose in his play.
Like, so many gimmicks and little tricks, and the way he approaches angles is so unique to him.
Comfortable, man. He's so comfortable.
Like, he's in the same league as Nico in terms of mechanical skill. I don't think there's any denying that. He's one of the best aimers, like, in FPS gaming, full stop. Like, it's insane.
When we got to hear from Madra on the couch the other night, he was saying, how much people at home probably don't think XANTARES is a cerebral player, but he's saying that he learned a lot in his time in Big, and he thinks that he's a very smart player in the way that he approaches the game. And, sure, he's known for his aim, but a lot of that is also backed up by what you were just highlighting, Alex, his positioning and the way that he goes about putting himself in the scenarios for the fights. And like the self-flash you highlighted before, Henry, that was great. He didn't need a call for a teammate. He had, from that position, a perfect flash that he could use and abuse.
Yeah, a nice little self-flash, and now they've actually got themselves one of the strongest setups in CSGO. The 3 AK-47s on the defensive side, the AWP of Woxic as well. There's NAFly, though, probing towards middle. It's a good flash. XANTARES ready for it. That aim not delivering this time. The adjustment to avoid the flashes a little bit too much. Patsy capitalizing upon it. An early advantage now, a rare one for Liquid. It's been a while. They've let this one slightly get out of hand with 4 rounds in a row going against them, but this opening frag should be everything. Yeah, indeed, a B-split being set up here, but Molotov off for now. Going to bide their time with 1 minute 20 on the clock.
Magic has to do an awful lot here if they continue through, but this push from Wicadia undetected.
Yeah, he's done so much so quickly. Look at that. Rainwaker's completely looking the wrong way.
It's a jump scare.
And look at the reaction from Wicadia. Immediately backs up. He knows the reaction's coming.
Yeah, they're chasing Ghost right now.
Yeah, this will cost him so much time. It's what, another
He's evaporated.
25 seconds. Yeah, where is he? He's going to be around here somewhere. Check all your angles.
You're that smart. I have a lot of admiration.
Hold up. Yakinda's already worked this out quite quickly, and he sucked that space up. So Wicadia might get caught off guard by the pace of this. The jump spot, great. Has utility to limp forward now to keep him busy.
Woxic summoned over to A site.
It's all a bit of a ruse, though. So playing with the rotation proficiently, our Team Liquid. Back towards B, they'll congregate, and currently an open site.
Calyx has a smoke. 30-second mark. If he can just get this down now, it looks like it's going to be at least a... Oh, he's put it where he wants it. I think that's exactly where he wants it, because now they'll expect someone close. They'll spam that smoke. Gives him some freedom to push after their own. And now on the flashbang from his teammates, he reports nothing. No kills. The bomb likely to go down now. Magic, great find. He actually found Yakinda. Nade onto the default box. So much damage. OC and Naf taking a lot of flak. They'll get the bomb down. Good shot from Woxic. OC on the cross. Naf so low. A bullet does it up to Patsy in a 1 versus 3. There's no way he comes back clutch with this half health. 3 to find. Woxic crossing in. Patsy just in the open, happy to stand. And bang, no bullets. Again, he's been allowed to reload. Manja down, jumping into it was Wicadia. And we are all tied up, folks. A 6-6 scoreline.
OC bailed him out last time, Henry, but not this time round. Was just Patsy alive against all of them. Someone might want to be on reload watch for the young guy.
Someone's got to start telling him. Reload that AK-47. It's nice to get the one-tabs, but also a luxury to have bullets in reserve. Wicadia, though, you're right, Alex. What a flank this was. He played it so well. Gets the hell out of there. Causes an absolute ruckus. And then on the retake as well. Oh, the slam dunk at the end as well. Round the corner. And that's going to be 5 rounds in a row for Eternal Fire. That does mean we get maximum loss bonus at the very least for Team Liquid here. But with the bomb planted as well, they've got a nice healthy buy. And maybe we're going to go back towards the B bomb side. Rainwaker had a bit of a rough time in the last couple of rounds.
So Calyx has essentially lost control of B lobby there. I don't know if Liquid are aware how much space they can take. That will be curious to see how that develops. As over towards A, they're looking for the space once more. XANTARES up around the smokes, taking lethal damage, but Wicadia's there with at least a trade back.
Yeah, Wicadia. Oh, through the smoke, the Wicadia double. Boosting into Calyx's position. You talk about those B stairs, Chad. Maj is dead elsewhere, but they are starting to advance. Calyx spots him. Very clunky, but Rainwaker, regardless, wins the duel. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it has given him a huge advantage.
The bomb's still loose, so Liquid now can seesaw. We can see it drop down towards the ladder room. A 3v2 number advantage for Liquid, sure, but this is where things can get a little bit out of hand. There's still a minute on the clock. Nowhere is safe, but Yakinda looking to change that as he forces his way in towards A, calls things clear. The bomb now ushered across.
Yeah, they'll be hearing all of this. Wicadia flashes for Woxic to progress, but what? It wasn't there. Molly's going to make life useless for Wicadia. Can't fight.
Oh, okay. That's so risky from Rainwaker being low on HP. If the fight came through, if he didn't hit the tags and Wicadia didn't get slowed, he goes down. It's a 2-on-2. There's a smoke for the bomb. That round could have completely changed. So Rainwaker, big kill to find. And that'll be it. Liquid, finally.
Breaking the streak. The 5-round streak, Chad. That was quite impressive. What a resurgence from the Turkish squad. Taking some huge scalps here on Vertigo. Yesterday against Cloud9, they 16-6'd them. They dumpstered them in a 2-0 fashion, but on Vertigo was especially impressive and looking to revitalize themselves here after going down, was it 6-1? They've actually posted 5 rounds in a row, but the streak is over. Woxic will have to save the AWP. You'd imagine the money should be fine. Not as strong as you might think, but Woxic has got $8,000 to drop a couple of weapons if required here. Rainwaker, it was, like you said, a clunky kill, Alex, but he got the job done.
He got it done.
Couple of kills in the round, and they'll take the lead once again. 7-6 here in the first map of our last best of 3 of the group stages here at ESL Pro League. Where did all the time go?
I'm just looking right now at their Vertigo records. So Eternal Fire have played it against Cloud9, 9, Virtus Pro, and then Cloud9 again. The first time they played Cloud9, they lost. They beat 9, which is a huge scalp to take. They lost to Virtus Pro, and then they beat Cloud9 16-6. So they've had an awful lot of practice on LAN on this very map. And just in one event.
Woxic is looking very tentative. Like you said, Chad, like it's impressive to see the discipline.
You've got to reel it in.
Yeah, he has to these days. And hasn't got a ton of kills, but he's doing his job. Patsy steals one away. Wicadia, that's unfortunate. The blind wall bang. AK comes through, and it's going to be an opening pick for Liquid once again here. Major trying to reclaim territory if possible. Drops the smoke, could flash in XANTARES.
It's very early for a ramp one way. So that tells me that Magic feels like there's a lot more pressure than there actually is right now, because Liquid are not in a rush. We can see silently congregating again. This time back over towards B. Patsy ascends the ladder, and Rainwaker ascends the stairs into what should be almost a free bomb site. It's just Calyx.
This is crazy clear. Like, what is Calyx supposed to do? You could throw out your incendiary, mate, but they're going to cross through.
You might even save for the last round.
We nearly actually found your Kinder.
Well, there's a few HEs for the plant, maybe.
Yeah, if you could disrupt the plant, it would be an interesting retake. They've got themselves the flash pull. There it goes. Push through. Calyx gets lost in the smoke, lost in the source, and save that pull.
If you can.
Word. Patsy hunting, but Madger's good for it.
Yeah, great awareness there. Must save weapons at this point. Chad is right. The round is over. They kind of flashed each other. They're trying to get through. Didn't really work out. That was going to be a disaster. Need the money for this final upcoming round.
I think they could throw one more body at the hunt if you're Liquid, but nothing more than that. So OC will investigate. He's been the one allowed to try and close down some of this space. Oh, he's got support. Knife in the hand. Is there a trade? No. Now Naf and Yakinda definitely can't hunt. They're going to need to drop some guns. Well, maybe not, actually. It's all good. There's residual cash for Patsy, Rainwaker, and OC. So it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, it's under control, especially on the T side. They'll be fine. But there's Patsy. Blind as you like. Gets it done through the wall as well. Yakandar closing things out here. But bear in mind, they did lose some finances, but they still got a nice full buy here. Woxic has the AWP elsewhere as well.
It's very unflattering, isn't it, when you see the person doing the flashbang dance, just poking out of the smoke, and then gets flashed, walking back into the smoke. We've all been there. You just that shows that little bit of a lapse.
This might be a non-issue, but Magic picked up an AK and gave it to XANTARES. So this is the last round of the half. Let's see how much that hunt has actually given over. Let's see how much XANTARES can find with his favorite weapon.
I like that, Chad. Yeah, keep your eyes on the one-shot headshot on XANTARES in particular. They are going to be operating to a Rector boost in mid, but this is Woxic to be tested. Oh, it's not Woxic. Yeah, it is. He's posted.
Watch the flick.
Oh, that's too comfortable. Way too easy for Yakinda. They've clearly done their research. They know Woxic's tendencies, and he just gets pantsed.
We've only seen really two different variations, Henry. Aggressive mid pick or elevator pick.
Yeah.
And maybe this is part of being neutered, right? By, hey, we need you to play like this, which means he'd lose.
Oh, barrel.
That's a big barrel sticking out. That's going to betray him. Pinocchio's nose. Jeez.
And Geppetto's rifle. XANTARES will pull one back at least. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 final round. Team Liquid have the advantage, but XANTARES still alive with that AK. Nafly.
Hello. So another barrel.
Construction, you're right. He's going to check CT Spawn, take out XANTARES, no problem whatsoever. We should be done here. Unless Calyx can save the day. Wicadia doing his best.
Oh, Calyx! He gets it. Wicadia spots out Patsy as well. Wicadia, new boy on the block, already contributing heavily into this round. The double from Calyx as well to recover. This is going to become just a one-round game at the half, unless Patsy's got a clutch in him. 25 and counting. Lost the bomb. You can play that bomb, and look at the positions they've opted for. One way to peek around. I like that. Wicadia, it's ballsy. 14 seconds. Patsy knows that the bomb's going to be bodyguarded. Can't see anything.
Hello.
And Calyx closes. He's a real boy now. 8-2-7. We take a break. When we come back, Vertigo continues.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. ESL Pro League Season 18, Group D. After 4 weeks, there's only one playoff spot remaining, and it has to be between Team Liquid and Eternal Fire, right down the middle. I'm joined in the booth by the Maltese Falcons as we're getting ready for the second half.
Yeah, I'm here, and Chatty B's with me. We got Liquid, Eternal Fire, second half. It's the CT side for Liquid. They started on the T deliberately. It's a choice they made, Eternal Fire's map pick, and you called it, Chad, up the ramp.
Yeah, this will be another A play. Same deal with the smokes, but the nades, is it going to be towards headshot? No one detected towards sandbag, but they'll clear that out. Diligent. Now there'll be nothing to dissuade the deeper sight fights.
Yeah, they know what they can focus on. They know what they have to keep the crosshairs on. The smokes are in. There's no one in front of them at the moment. I say that as the flashes are thrown. Patsy does take first engagement nicely. Look at those dual Berettas go. Now Fly controls them nicely. One to the head. XANTARES looking deadly. Oh, he's on one today, folks.
Yes, indeed.
Stay tuned, because XANTARES is going to be on it for the rest of this series.
Yeah, he's just posted his 17th kill. He is in championship form right now. Beautiful shots, but not quite enough there. The damage was already done. Team Liquid with a solid A defense there, and an absolute stampede up the A ramp, chat. And they're really focusing on these double nade setups.
Yeah, and this is going to be both pistols now falling in the favor of Team Liquid. So in the first half, the pistol in similar fashion as to what we just saw there from Eternal Fire, but a completely different result. As XANTARES, unhappy with how that went.
How can you be mad?
Well,
like
the rest of his team died, so he couldn't win the round. If he had just, you know, maybe got the bomb down, he could have given it an attempt.
That's true. He probably would have done.
Without that plan, look at what this Force Buy brings forward for Eternal Fire. A couple of Mac 10s with head armor, sure, some Tech 9s, and, well, Woxic with a Glock, Kevlar, and some nades. He's actually held on to some residual cash. I believe he wants to prioritize the AWP when that first gun round comes into play. But this is quite a forward stance in middle with these SMGs. Naf and Wicadia. Actually, this might work out perfectly because considering up ladder, Calyx, one of these players who likes to throw the glaive Molotov. Oh, he spotted a whole lot there.
Calyx dies to the Wicadia aggress. Well played. They seem to be well prepared.
Magi's going to be frustrated with that because he called that they're pushing, and probably disappointed that Calyx took that fight in that fashion. So trying to grab this space back, has more support now, sure.
Yeah, they are running out of time, though. We're at the 45-second mark. They've barely got any territory on the map. They're still in T-spawn, essentially, here. You've got one smoke remaining, a flashbang.
Oh, what is this?
And he's going to be throwing a smoke somewhere.
This is to, yeah, this is to try and give them the ability to split B, I believe. So, he's hit his, it's not good. I don't think that's landing where he wanted it.
Okay.
Oh, no, it did.
Wicadia.
Okay.
He's just run pro bind, right?
Yeah.
Getting flanked. Wicadia's got so many targets on his screen. He's enough of a distraction, but overlooked his Naf. He fumbles.
Naf?
He fumbles and they will plant. They will plant. I say that with bated breath. Patsy's got it done. But the round, it's still going to go Liquid's way. An extra injection of cash, though.
It's still a pretty clean round, but that decision from Naf, he must have got some false information, some
Someone
fake
killed
news
the
towards
CT.
CT spawn.
Did he kill the CT player?
Yeah, and there were two on the side.
I guess bad info.
I think some bad info.
Or just
a bad
weird comms at that time. But I thought Madja fluffed it because he went to throw it, then he stopped, then he went and threw it. Anyway, good stuff from Madja, still pulling that smoke off. I respect it.
And just to note, had he been there and it's got that first kill, they probably don't get the bomb down. So it doesn't cost them the round, but it does potentially cost them a little bit more in the future because it does enable a half buy once again for Eternal Fire here. So we're seeing Tech 9's armor, maybe more of the same, and hopefully won't get the first kill away early on towards middle. We're going towards the ramp, stampeding once again, trying to take down Patsy early. He's reacting well, though. Drops the incendiary, slows them down, calls for the rotations, and they will have to respect it. The Molotovs are just completely dissuading them from the A-bomb side right now.
Well handled.
This smoke should be left side sight.
Multiple ways to skin a cat.
What's Woxic got in his hand? Let me take a look. So Woxic has the other smoke, so they can do both smokes for either side of sight. Oh, with this fight coming their way, a lot of information. OC goes down.
That's a real gift. They wanted answers then, and well, you get it, but at the cost of OC. Bodies are still present
Patsy's
on
going to
ramp.
search. If it's too quiet, he'll start searching for the info. Because right now the B bomb site's completely given up. This could be part of a fake.
Yeah, it's going to work if Madja's done it. Oh, Yeah, now they'll clear it.
You should go B quite quickly. You've spotted 2.
They're already on the way. By they, I mean Wicadia, Rainwaker, everyone starting to rotate through. Naf on the flank. It is a race now against the clock. I can see a good flash being cooked up by Rainwaker. Wicadia kept at bay though, pushing on the flash. Util, what little remains from Eternal Fire dropped out. There's Rainwaker, big contribution. Oh. Great shot from Wicadia. And the nade will finish off the dink from earlier. Patsy contributing at the start of this one. Calyx cut down to size.
An exciting round. Not many kills for Eternal Fire, but they certainly had Liquid on the ropes a couple of times there. They get the bomb planted once again. Another injection of cash here, and Lord knows they needed after another half by there, but it is going to be 11-7 in favor of Team Liquid on the Eternal Fire's map pick here. A full buy, a Wicadia AWP is available. Hasn't set the server alight just yet. Currently hovering around 6 kills, 12 deaths. Major starting to wake up. He's got himself 5 as well. But XANTARES is 17, Wicadia 17. We'll see if they can start making a little bit more of a dent here on the T side. It's going to be a tactical timeout to discuss their options. We've seen a couple of different approaches here, but currently down 3-0. XANTARES, hold it together, my friend.
Yes, that is something that you will need to reel in. It's map 1. There is an awful lot of Counter-Strike still to be played, and it looked like Wicadia was rapping. That's how easy of a time he's having.
Yeah, so you had the real juxtaposition there of XANTARES just shouting at his monitor and Wicadia rapping at his. Very different sides of the coin.
But this will bubble over. If he can't contain it, like it happens, right? You're lifting the level of the team's focus to something that is a little bit more, hey, like I know it's an important match, of course, but you don't want people to be, shrinking in this moment.
Yeah, well, they need a third member to join Wicadia and XANTARES. Right now, the firepower is good, but it's not great. If Woxa can come online as well and join the trio, that would be everything. Picking up the pace once again, Wicadia trying to do everything himself, and he will get that first headshot. Make it a double. What an entrance in towards the A bomb site. There'll be one more CT towards heaven here. Calls for a teammate to rotate in. Wicadia needs to be on high alert.
He's ready for this. He's taken so much space away from his opponents. Team Liquid already off kilter. A heavy blow thrown. Oh, but Calyx lets it go. Wicadia on the flank now. They have to worry about that. Woxic posted for it on the orb. But Wicadia's forward position, surely this leads to a round win. This has to be an 8 for Eternal Fire.
Rainwaker looks aware of this possibility. Now, Naf, where has he gotten off to? This could already be the save call.
It is.
So Naf's going to come over. Let's see if he can scavenge back. I don't even know if he's going to consider it. Right? The M4 of Wicadia is just over there towards forklift room, but might want to hold on to the FAMI.
Now, that is a big gameplay from Wicadia. For someone who hasn't actually played a LAN event before, to step up in the first gun round, everyone's tilting around you, you're losing XANTARES, he just takes matters into his own hands, helps himself to the first sandbag skill. The second must have been an absolute beauty as well. And as Alex said, single-handedly wins in the round, gets all that space, no option but to save Team Liquid. They give it the first gun round here, and 4 players survive for Eternal Fire.
I'm glad that we highlighted Madge's flashes there as well, right? To know, right, that the flashes are going to be on point. This is one of the details that when you have your in-game leaders like a Madge who are setting their teammates up.
Right.
Oh, look at this, the triple cone flip.
That's quite nice, actually.
51 floors down. But yeah, just those little details, right? Because those flashes are to deal with the Crane players. And it worked perfectly. We'll get it again in the replay here. You can see the flash assist from Madge in the feed. So throwing those from top of the stairs over towards middle helps facilitate this type of push. Knowing you have Woxic's AWB posted up watching the gap smoke. If anybody pushes out, it means Wicadia only has to worry about the Crane, the ramp, the sandbag, and those type of fights. And he did his job perfectly.
Yeah. Couldn't ask for anything more in that particular interaction. Beautiful double kill. And can they keep it up, though? It's going to be Major this time, trying his luck. Forcing his way in towards the B-bomb side. He just wants to show presence, obviously. Not going for the frag, just wants to let them know there's a few players this side of the map. Pull some rotations over, and a boost for XANTARES. The turret has been set up here, and he knows it's going to strike if he's given an opportunity.
He's going to search as well. Once they layer in some of those bottles of flames, he'll eliminate a few key points to take the jewels, and should be able to start leering in towards the site to lop off a couple of heads. You can see this passive stance that Liquid have gone for over towards B. Again, all the pressure on Rainwaker for middle and B as the rest of the team searches for info towards the A bomb site. You can see OC posted up all that way. Patsy might want to activate after the smoke starts to fade, but it's all going to be too late. They're in the site.
Yeah, they're across. Good catch. Good flight path as well from Calyx. He's managed to get nice and forward position. Now the util to support him will come through. Oh, great molly. Look at that. Forces Rainwaker down.
So many nades for this retake, something that could be quite a specialty of Liquid. Smokes to obscure vision, mollies to layer, but a 5v5 retake of B. This is about to get funky.
Smoked off. Mid being cleared out by Liquid. That's a good molly to force Calyx into the angle as Wicadia draws first blood of this round. so much util barraging forward. Eternal Fire needs someone, and it's Wicadia again to step up, stand up, and still alive and kicking. 16. And he found another frag. He found all of the frags necessary. Yakinda doesn't have time. OC running away.
Wow, what a defense that was. Fending off about 300 grenades there on the retake. Incendiaries, flashes, HEs. They weather the storm, and Eternal Fire will post 2 rounds in a row here. It's looking like they actually can bring this game back to life.
Look at this combo, Henry. Let's stop and reflect for a second. Hit tab again. Look at this combo. 21 for Wicadia, 17 for XANTARES. Nobody else double digits on the entire team. And the score is 11-9, excuse me?
If one other player can join them, a Calyx or a Woxic can step up at this point, they're off to the races. They can convert this map still. They are looking good. They're looking sharp. They just need one more player to join them at the top of the scoreboard here. Team Liquid on a bit of an eco. Not going to be forcing into this one. They saved the AK-47 and an AWP. They're going for the bigger picture. Yekindar has been so good so far. 24 kills to his name, looking for a 25th. Does considerable damage towards XANTARES. That's good enough, but doesn't want to put it all on the line just yet.
So you know where one of the 2 saved weapons is. You know there was an AWP likely saved as well. Surely your assumption is that a ramp. Wicadia is operating under that assumption.
Magic's doing a lot of talking. We have the privilege right now of being able to hear the comms. I can't tell you what he's saying, but he's doing an awful lot of generaling right now.
Bear in mind, the CTs have actually focused on 4 smokes here, and they're going to hold on for them for dear life. If they can slow this round down, rot the clock, that's going to be absolutely everything. OC to be tested, and it's going to be a pass with flying colors. Major goes down. He is silenced.
That one-way perfectly timed it. Even being perched upon, Patsy, Audacious, gives one back.
Patsy.
Oh, yeah, and after all that hard work, you know, the damage from AK in Yakinda's hands, OC, the AWP is connected as well.
Have to gamble. Yakinda just has to pick a site and say, hey, lads, let's just stack up together and hope that we picked correctly.
Well, OC's it all the way back at A here. It's going to be a B finish. We've got a rotation from Naf.
Block now, Rainwaker. Block now.
Oh, I think he's done for Jad. Rainwaker, P250 in hand. Here come the AK-47s. Wicadia looking to add to his tally. Multiple frags available. Gonna go for the plant instead. They could swarm him.
Oh, spam! Spam! Oh, he's got the bomb down. Looks good for Eternal Fire now. A little bit of a window of opportunity. Maybe there's still one. Yakinda just brute force. They are susceptible to a spray. Look how low they are. And OC still with that AWP as well. If he can just stay posted, Yakinda can work. Wicadia, you've got to get past him though. Constant presence for the Eternal Fire boys is now gone. Kit on OC. Time is available. It's not going to be easy. Really need OC on that defuse now, and it's not looking good anymore. Yakinda, you can take as many of those shots as you want, but you just don't have the time.
Oh. No, not going to get the AWP either. It's Woxic with the final kill. 2 in the round for him. Starting to show some better form. And bear in mind, that was pretty much the eco from Team Liquid. It comes down to a 1 versus 1. Didn't quite have the time to flush out all the remaining Ts on the bomb site, but it will be 11-10. Eternal Fire closing the gap now. 3 rounds in a row. Liquid almost allowing that one as Patsy gave up a bit of a freebie towards the crane, and then they were just stretched too thin, couldn't rotate through, locked out via the utility. And yeah, OC Ekendar did absolutely everything they could, but not quite enough. A double AWP setup for Team Liquid here. Don't see it too often. It's going to be Nafly patrolling the B bomb site, presumably with the AWP. As Eternal Fire explore their options towards the ramp once again. Patsy needs to hold on to his life. It's Naf towards middle.
Good flash. Look what it does to OC. His options
what?
Were limited, but he still hits the quick scope. Wild flash. Nade will find the trade. Look at the flank. Rainwaker caught out. It's Woxic that connects, and Wicadia just into the A site with a headshot or 2.
Oh, no.
Or maybe 3. Patsy denies him. Come on, Patsy. You got to start a fresh reload. 3 people peeking you. Good luck. Have fun. And fun is being had here in the studio, live and direct from Malta, as the Turks take over 11-11.
Yeah, bear in mind, they were 6-1 down in this first map as well. There's been a grueling affair, but they've clawed their way all the way back into it, tying things up. 11-11. Make a wish, Team Liquid, because your money is busted at this point. They're going to have to operate with another half by Yekindar with his signature Hero M4 here on the CT side.
He's the only one fragging, Henry. We were talking about, you know, who's going to help Wicadia and who's going to help XANTARES, but right now it is really only Yakinda.
26 kills.
Yeah, double the next closest on his team, which is Naf at 13. So
Well, I'm enjoying this one so far. Like, it's got absolutely everything.
And they were just jazzing up the young buck, right? He had another big multi-kill round, some really crispy shots against a gun round this time. Oh, spotting for the toes, Calyx. He spotted toes, mouth moving.
What a gap that is. Creates his own first kill. That's beautiful from Calyx.
Maybe not ready for Rainwaker, but Calyx good and clean with the conversion.
I don't think I've seen that approach before. I actually really like it there. That's cool. You can see the push coming through, and what a frag to find. It's the rifle of Yekindar, and it looks like a guaranteed round here. They spray through the smoke. Just OC remaining. XANTARES will deal with him, and Eternal Fire will take the lead. 12-11 now. Money's still not great. Yekindar, after that purchase, down to 3,900. They will have a buy overall, but a tactical timeout certainly required here. Yeah,
necessary, because the complete momentum shift of this game has come on through. This is all Eternal Fire now. You look at the patch of rounds, and it's just been them on streaks, where Liquid, in this 11-round run that they have, it's come with pistols and conversion. So if we're talking gun rounds, Eternal Fire are doing a much better job in that department, and Daps, he's going to have to do his best job right now to right the ship, because things are looking fantastic.
Wow. If you are just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, where have you been? This is the final game of ESL Pro League Season 18 group stages. We've got the playoffs kicking off on Tuesday, and we need one more team to join us. It's either Team Liquid or Eternal Fire. Now, Liquid looked like they were running away with it after their second series, a second game for them. They played Lin Vision this morning, dealt with them, and
I love this, Henry. Look, you mentioned it with Yekindar. He could have gone M4 and just Kev, but he's gone for U2, and he's the only one fragging. If he doesn't get a kill on the Famish, you're going to feel like a little bit robbed here by that previous round.
He is the only one fragging. You think someone would step up and say, bro, you take the M4.
Yeah, I'll take the Famish.
You'd think that would be the case. Like, it's always bizarre when you never see that come through, but once again, they seem to be bombarding this sandbag area with the grenades, converting the kills, and those will be found out again.
This kid is great.
Like, just look how quickly he's adjusting to the constantly evolving battlefield before him.
Yeah.
That's a nasty death,
Rainwaker.
Oh, God! Wicadia finally put to rest. But the B-side's lost. And after a timeout, no less, Team Liquid, they've got no options.
This will be 6 rounds in a row on the T side. Eternal Fire looking very comfortable right now. Just that Wolfpack mentality. Get up the A-ramp, set each other up with the flashbangs, let Wicadia off the leash, and he'll find multiple kills. Another double kill for him.
What a great luxury to have. And I understand they're setting him up, right? We're not going to deny the fact that the util is being thrown. You see multiple different players doing that. Calyx throwing flashes from the ladder room. We have Magic throwing flashes from spawn. The util is to set him up for the fights, but why wouldn't you set him up for the fights? Look at this. They're trying to hunt these guns. They've given almost everything over here. Maybe not the AWP lads, but you're setting him up and he is delivering. This is exactly what you hope for. This is what I'm saying with a luxury. You can have star fraggers. You can have guys who are great at hitting heads, but if you're setting them up, they're not finding the kills as they give over the orb. I really hope this doesn't come back to bite them.
Yeah, it's a little bit sloppy towards the end. A lot of solo duels, yeah.
They wouldn't have afforded one. There's no one with 47.
Yes, that's a big deal. So it's less of an issue because OC only has 11 kills and it's Vertigo. The AWP, I don't know how much impact he's really going to be able to find here, but it's still something that they wouldn't have had otherwise. Yekindar into a Famis again.
Come on now.
Yeah, I feel, he's kind of been left in the lurch a little bit.
He's being too selfless. As the in-game leader, he should be telling, give me the M4, like, you know, or give me the AK. Like, you're not fragging right now. Let me cook. Let me get stuck in. I'm the only one actually having any sort of impact.
They're flashing early. Maja forces OC's AWP off the line, and they are not stopping for no one. Wicadia again burrowed deep. He loves this angle. He loves it with a passion, and that's why he can't get another double. He's already push pressuring Yekindar as well. He's got the util set. He's got the headshots. He's the full package, folks. 120 ADR from Wicadia.
He is absolutely destroying them at this A-ramp. It's a real problem at this stage that there's no response for it. The AWP can't handle him, the rifles, the crossfire, the utility, anything you're throwing at him, he finds the headshot. He doesn't even take any damage en route, and he's already made the first incision here. XANTARES, second in command, will be working up towards short.
I don't know why Liquid aren't changing their holds over towards the A site. There's always been a player marooned over towards Sandbag that has been exploited. Naded, mollied, spammed, fragged. They keep going for the same type of holds.
Back towards B we go. I think it's wide open.
There has to be a Liquid save. How could you justify going for this type of a round? But now XANTARES up and over through the smoke, takes another. They thinking, hey, it's probably A. That's not the case.
You see
They're finding frags everywhere.
That was so sick again. They've got so many great little tricks and maneuvers, and XANTARES is always the star of the show. Confirms the round, you'd assume at this stage. Wicadia, He needs to find Nafly. He's going to make a lot of noise at this stage. They're going to hunt him down. A little bit of damage. He's got to scramble. He's got that valuable AK-47. And yeah, here we go.
Oh, he's coming.
He wants him. He's got him as well. He's read it so well.
What a shift of momentum in this game. And it's all because of this guy on the screen right here. Let's call it 30, shall we? Attempt for 31. A decent crack as Rainwaker does get to stay alive. But he is looking clinical right now. It just... This is what you want to see. Like somebody unleashed, flourishing, evolving in front of our eyes.
It's going to be Mirage up next. You got XANTARES and Wicadia hitting this hard as well. How are you going to lock them down as they get a clean sheet?
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah, because the feeling, like the human element, it's the same with when you watch Lin Vision, that human element of Counter-Strike, of the team coming together with the practice, everything they discussed, all the hours of theory, all the hours of individual practice in the server, the grind, being out on your own, now finding a team, now growing together as a team, now winning as a team. That's Counter-Strike, baby.
Oh, yes, indeed. And now Liquid, they're going to have to play some serious Counter-Strike to bounce this one back as XANTARES working the mass once again. XANTARES opening things up. Big spray down. Major will join him with the double kill. And we have got XANTARES here. Bear in mind, it's only the FAMAS, but he's using it to great effect there. Finds the danger man, XANTARES, and now can he reclaim territory towards the B steps?
A guy's stubbornness to take that fight, knowing he had a weapon disadvantage, has set them up to a nice and even keel. Calyx, be careful, because your Kinder is pre-aiming the jump up. You are momentarily inaccurate, but that was what he was pre-aiming. Oh! Calyx, baby, double into B.
Okay, we said a third star had to shine bright, and now Calyx is stepping up in all facets of the game. 15 kills, a double frag to confirm round number 15 on the board for Eternal Fire on their map pick. With playoffs on the line, Liquid were the favorites coming into this one. 6-1 up, and since the second half began, they have looked silenced. They have not got a response for the emphatic playstyle and pixel-perfect precision we're seeing from Eternal Fire round after round.
And if they close now, which it looks like it, they might, Liquid broken, battered, bruised. But if they do so, it would be 9 consecutive to the close.
And this is Liquid on the map pick of Eternal Fire, choosing the T side and starting with the tempo, starting fast, being in their face, aggressive, pack rolly CS, and it worked until it didn't. Stalled, stumped. Eternal Fire have clawed things back and they've completely shifted the outlook of this series. Maybe that fatigue will cause an issue for Liquid as they're taking a fight. Your Kinder forward can't get anything done. Flatlined again.
Patsy, though, he can be the hero, especially with the layup from your Kinder. It's OC that catches a stray bullet onto Wicadia. A huge scalp to post as he rocking a 30 bomb in regulation. You've cut him down to size. Patsy maintains ramp control. And the bomb on the back of Madja. Trying to make the calls to secure it clean. Woxic on the rifle, looks away, averts his gaze. Patsy punish. Advantage Liquid. And they want to swing. All three of them swing through XANTARES. Oh, and the entirety of Eternal Fire strike in unison. Up to one man, and one man only, to save Team Liquid from this perfect consecutive run.
What a turnaround, Alex. I can't believe it. It looked like they were flat. The first few rounds, it looked like Eternal Fire, like Major said in the interview, we're either going to be good, we're going to be bad. It seemed like the bad Eternal Fire turned out, to be honest with you, but my God, have they ever turned it on.
Rainwaker reading this, he's rotating over towards the B bomb site, just as Eternal Fire is starting to creep and crawl their way up the stairs. The MP9 could be the perfect weapon for the job. Will they expect him?
Tucked in on the gen, low HP on the planter. He's not active. Calyx looking the wrong way. Maybe he can catch him and isolate the duel. The bomb does go down. He knows where he is. He has the smoke. He doesn't have a kit. And he's whiffed it.
Bad smoke.
Bad smoke indeed. Safe from the nade.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, overthinking. Maybe he can close. The nade goes over. Calyx lower. Needs to get on the bomb eventually. A 10-second defuse ahead of him. Calyx gonna jump for the info. Confirms it's a fake. He knows he's safe. Rainwaker has to push. Calyx for the perfect close. And he's always hit the shot. Does he have it? 10-second defuse. I think he's done enough.
I think he has as well. It's not the prettiest 1 versus 1 clutch, but he gets the job done. It's going to be right down to the wire. It looks like he's done it, and over the line we go. Liquid will break the streak and finally get around there. Looking to find an AK-47. Didn't even have time to find a rifle here. It was fortunate the bomb even got planted there.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
I think it was the HE grenade he set himself up with, to be fair. He did so much damage, at least he could find the 1v1.
Yeah, that is going to be... look, you're right. It was a pretty...
Happy with it. Taking matters into his own hands by the looks of things here. They'll set up a quick boost. And XANTARES going up, of course. And he's ready. That first shot.
Oof.
He's not happy with the initial outcome. And Nafly's there to punish. The double kill, not going to happen.
They know he's low.
Damage has been done towards Rainwaker here as he's cowering behind the generators.
I've got ya, says Calyx, as he confirms the B site. There's deep util lands.
Is this it?
It looks like this could be it. There's nothing to be said about this as Yikinda reveals himself on the flank. Woxic knows he's got the info for free, and that's one of the three.
That has to be it. Look how many nades Woxic has. He could even smoke it as well. They have to lock them out now. Yikinda knows he can't make his way back through B main. Has to reroute, and here Liquid go.
One last hurrah. Eternal Fire's map pick. Closing it clean. Maja swings into Patsy, nails the headshot, and Yikinda 27 frags, but all for naught as they confirm Vertigo is their domain. 1-0 up in the series, convincing from the Turkish roster, taking over in Malta.